Hi guys, it's me. I'm starting a little different today. This is the NYX Total Control Drops Foundation in the shade Golden Honey, and I'm going to be mixing that with my LA Color Liquid Highlighter in It's Lit. I'm going for a really nice dewy blushy look today, and with really nice natural skin as well. So I'm just going to smear that all over my face and my neck as well, because we want to be nice and blended. And I'm going in with my LA Colors flat foundation brush and just gonna be buffing that everywhere. This is gonna be a really hydrated, dewy, blushy look today, so I'm using a lot of cream products, and I'm using a few different techniques than what you would have seen in my previous videos as well. So after blending that out, I'm going to take my makeup sponge. This is an amazing sponge by Morphe, and I wet it and soak it in water, and then I took out majority of the water as well. So I'm doing some cream contouring, and I'm using the LA Girl concealer. This is in the shade Mahogany. It's cool toned, so it works really well in creating shadows on my face. And using cream products, especially one as pigmented as this, I loved using my makeup sponge for that as well. So makeup sponges are really multi-purpose. I love them because you can use them, as you saw, to blend out foundation, blend out contouring. If you have a liquid highlighter, you can use them with that, and also popularly known for using it in baking as well. So just contouring my jaw and my cheekbones. So this makeup look is actually inspired by the prom look that Dawn's sister used for when she graduated. It was really blushy, glowy, and it's one that I would consider like a fairy look, basically. I'm going to be using the same brand of concealer, the LA Girl concealer, and this is in the shade Cool Tan, just to highlight. And I'm also using it in the contour by my cheekbones, just to kind of clean it up a little bit and to make it nice and sharp. And I'm using my foundation brush that I normally use from Real Techniques, just to blend that out. Now I'm doing a little bit of baking, and I'm not talking about cakes and cookies, and I'm using the makeup sponge for that as well. And because I'm using mostly like cream and liquid products, I'm just going in with my highlighter as a base for my other highlighters, because I like to layer, and I'm just gonna be putting that on the high points of my face. I don't normally use it on my chin, but for this particular makeup look I am. And I'm just using, this is a small highlighter brush from Real Techniques, and then using my angled brush from Real Techniques as well for the other usual areas. So just like a little bit of a mixture of my normal techniques, and then some new techniques brought in as well for this look. So these products you would have seen in my last lipstick video, and these are the BITTE Beauty Multisticks. I'm using 3 colors today for the bases of my blush and in my eyes. So there's Cashew, Brioche, and Papaya. Those are the shades from right to left. So I'm just dotting it on my face directly, and I'm going to be using a little bit of all 3 colors on my cheeks as my blush, because I want a really blushy, soft look today. I'm going to be going in with them directly because I want them to be really nice and pigmented as well. And because they're cream to powder products, of course I'm using my makeup sponge for that. And then this is my second method of using it, and just applying the product directly to the brush and then applying it onto my face. So I'm using the color Brioche, which is a dark mauve kind of color. I'm using that closest to my contour and kind of blending it as a gradient. I'm using Papaya as kind of like the hint of color, and here I am mixing both Papaya and Cashew together. Cashew is a really nice nude shade, and Papaya is quite a bright pink. It looks kind of neon, but it really isn't. It's very flattering, and even on my skin tone. So I'm dragging them into the eyes now. So I wanted this to be a really nice monochrome look, bringing the look from my cheeks to eyes and lips as well, using multiple products. First shade I'm going in with is Brioche, and then blending that into my crease. This is the fluffy brush from the Anastasia Beverly Hills palette, the Subculture palette. And it's a nice brush that picks up the product really well when I go directly from the brush to the product, and then to my eyes, of course. And I'm doing it a little bit differently, where I'm dragging the shadow or the product into my brow bone on my inner corners as well, creating almost a halo eye effect. Now Papaya, using that for a little bit more color concentration on the outer corners, and then just blending that with both Brioche and Cashew. And for majority of this look, for the blending part of it at least, I use just the same brush. So this is a Smashbox palette that I got as a gift, and it is the Love Edit eyeshadow palette. So I'm going in with these shades in Decay and Bikini Scene. Decay is a really nice nude shimmery shade, and Bikini Scene is this beautiful buttery rose gold shade. So I'm going to be layering both of them on my eyes today. Taking a flat brush and starting off with Bikini Scene, and then just patting that on the center of my lid. These shadows are amazing. They are so light, and it's so pigmented and rich that I actually didn't need to spray my brush, and I didn't really need to like use my fingers or anything to place them on. Just one swipe and they're really good. And I'm just taking the brush that came with the palette. It's kind of fluffier, so I'm just using that to layer Decay over Bikini Scene and just kind of blend them through. I'm keeping Decay a little bit lower and closer to my lash line, so that both of them you can still kind of see it almost like a gradient. Now I'm blending it out, and I'm using Decay and a little bit of Bikini Scene as well, and I'm using that to highlight my inner corners and my brow bone as well. So now the bakage, I'm just taking a fluffy angled brush from a City Color brush set, and I'm just blending it out and brushing away the excess. Just to make everything cohesive, I'm just taking in my foundation brush and just patting it in again. So my lower lash line, I'm going in with my Flamingo Pro Palette by Violet Voss, and I'm just taking the two shades Donut and Bikini. Lots of bikinis today, huh? So Donut is an amazing shimmery fuchsia kind of shade, and Bikini is a purple, almost like a blue tone purple shade. They're both shimmery shadows. It's not conventional to be using shades like these in your lower lash line because it's shimmery and very glittery, but because of the color, I'm really using them as a really nice pop of color with this look today. And I'm going to be dragging it out and almost winging it a little bit and blending it slightly on the with the shadows on the upper lid. You know, I love this palette, so I had to find some sort of way to incorporate it in with this look. So that's how it looks so far. Now I'm going to be highlighting the rest of my face. This is a Nicole Guerriero and Anastasia Beverly Hills palette, and I'm using the shade Kitty Cat, which is a really nice pink highlight. This highlighter and palette is all of the shades, they're so pigmented. I use as little product as possible and it just looks stunning. Very, very beaming highlights from this palette. Now, just lining my waterline and tight lining my upper lash line as well. Gotta make the faces, you know. And then using my Urban Decay Perversion mascara for really nice fluttery lashes. Work really well with this look. If I had falsies, I wouldn't really use something super big and bold. I want something really light and fluffy because this is still a very soft, very blushy look. Now I'm doing my brows with my angle brush and setting spray, and of course the Morphe palette, the 35O palette, and I'm going in with this matte brown shade. Brows gonna be looking real dark and fluffy today. Really nice fluffy brows would look really good with this as well. The feathered brows, I believe that's what they're called. Very on trend as well. I think it's either Glossier or Milk Makeup. They have a brow product which is like a brow gel called Boy Brow, and I think that'll look stunning with this look as well. Very, very bold brows today. Now for lips, I'm using the shade Uncuffed. It's one of the Fenty liquid lipsticks, and I'm going to be, I don't need to use a liner with this. It's so pigmented. It's quite liquidy, but the applicator is one of the most, I think it's the most unique applicator I've ever seen for a lip product. I've seen everything from brushes with bristles to doe foot applicators, but this is really nice. And I'm going to be jazzing it up a little bit, and I'm taking Donut and patting that in the center of my lips. And that completes the look. Thank you for watching. Bye!